Okay, good afternoon, student. I hope I am properly audible to all of you. Go through our lesson. So, good afternoon once again, student. Okay, so before starting with lecture, so lesson number 5, natural vegetation and wildlife. There is a picture, okay, of some species like birds are there, some trees are there, flora and fauna is there. So, in previous when we started with this chapter, okay, so I told you what is this name of this flora and fauna. So can anyone tell me what is the name of this flora? What is the name of this tree? Can anyone tell me? Okay, cactus. Okay, fine, cactus. So now what is this? It's looking like a berries. And the right answer is Cuttinga, okay, not a cactus. It is looking like a cactus because it's the species of cactus tree, okay? But the name is different. The name is Cuttinga. Okay, now tell me it is looking like a berries, but it is not a berries. Yes, it is a pepper tree. Yes, pepper tree. It is not a coffee. Okay. And first of all, the coffee is not a plant. Coffee is made up of cocoa. And berries, okay? Coffee is made up of cocoas and berries. Okay, now tell me what is the plant, this plant name? Yes, very good. Teak tree. The name is teak tree. Now it is looking like a tiger, but it is not a tiger. Some answers are correct. Yes, Shruti, Diksha, the answer is correct. This is jaguar. Bhumi is also giving the right answer. Okay. So now tell me, what's this bird name? It is looking like a sparrow, but it is not a sparrow. Yes, Riddhi, very good. No, Yashashri. Yes, Drishti, yes. This is Rufous bellied thrust. This is a Brazilian bird which is found in only in Brazil, okay? So as it is evergreen forest, so many trees, so many different types of species, plants and animals are found in that Brazilian forest. Now we will look over this cross physiography. Physiography, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. So look over this. Let me zoom. Okay. So on a 27 degrees Celsius, as I told you, on 27 degrees Celsius, here there is a coastal plains over there. Coastal plains over there. And on a 26 degrees Celsius, the rainfall is around 1200 millimeter. On a coastal plain, the rainfall is 1200 millimeter and the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. And when we are talking about temperate forest is on the, for example, just wait. This is the earth. This is the equator. This is the topic of Cancer. This is the topic of Capricorn. And here, below this topic of Capricorn, here the temperate forests are found. Here the temperate forests are found. Yes, exactly correct, Diksha. 23 degree Celsius are the temperature, and here the 600 millimeter is rainfall. And here we found so many types of animals like reptiles are there. Afterward, grassland animals are there. And here we found that the Brazilian highland, just look over there, in the below of the temperate forest, the Brazilian highland over there. And here the kilometer, the Brazilian highland kilometer is approximately 3,600 kilometer. Afterward, when we are talking about deciduous forest, so let me know what is meant by deciduous forest, student. Let me know what is meant by deciduous forest. Yes, I'm okay. Deciduous forest. What is the meaning of deciduous forest? Okay, very good, Diksha. Where the rainfall is between 1,000 millimeter to 2,000. Okay. And what happened at deciduous forest? Okay, rainfall bearing thorny plant. No. Okay, Shruti. Yes, Bhumi given an answer, that is deciduous forest vegetation composed. Okay. Deciduous forest vegetation composed primarily of broad leaves tree. Yes. Here that always we will see that the trees are broadened in shape. New leaves are coming in the deciduous forest, and here the rainfall is up to 1,000 millimeter to 2,000 millimeter. Afterward, in the deciduous forest, we find so many grassland animals. And as you know that question, like the physiography, right? The physiography of natural vegetation life. In that you can write all these points. Okay. And when you are writing the answers in point, so you get a good marks. So the answer in a point wise. Okay. So now we move to the equatorial forest. Equatorial forest, when we talking about equatorial forest, as you all know, Brazil is called as equatorial forest. Why it is called as equatorial forest? Because Brazil is located in an equatorial region. It is located in an equatorial part. So here the temperature is 28 degrees Celsius and rainfall is 2,000 millimeter. And we find what types of animal here? Aerobial animals and aquatic animals. So let me know what is meant by aerobial animals. What is mean by aerobial animals? Give me example of aerobial animals. Okay, birds. More. Aerobial animal. Bats. Okay. Okay, Shruti. Other person. Okay, monkey. Yes, this is the exact monkeys, koalas. The animals who living in a tree is called aerobial. Then aquatic animals. The animals this is living in a water. For example, fishes are there, dolphins are there, crocodiles are there. So many animals are there. Okay. After that, tropical forest. When we are talking about tropical forest, just look up to this. 1,400 millimeter is rainfall. And various types of apes. Apes means what? Give me an example, student. Apes. Yes, Shruti, okay. Chimpanzee. So there are many types of apes are found, and the reptiles is also found, and here the temperature is 21 degrees Celsius and rainfall is 1,400 millimeter. So now we will move to the part, that is Brazilian vegetation. So when we're talking about Brazil vegetation, So the first is there are the three types of forest: evergreen forest, semi-evergreen forest, arid vegetation means arid forest, or we can also say thorny shrub forest, where only cactus are found. And the next, here I forgot one name, that is deciduous forest. Okay. So now we are talking about evergreen forest. So evergreen forests are found in the area where there is a rain throughout the year. And not only that, during the certain times, in certain seasons, the density of vegetation reduces. And instead of forest, we found many of the grasses over there. Evergreen forest, where there is always a greenery we found. And in Brazil, your because it is located on the equatorial part. And that's why evergreen forest, rainforest, is also called as lungs of the world. Why the evergreen rainforest is called as a lungs of the world? What is the reason behind this, student? This is actually main part of this topic, because the answer is, there is one due reason also, I think so, because there are so many trees are there and there are large amount of oxygen, because there are so many trees, and because of these so many trees we get so many oxygen, and that is released. And when it is released in environment, it reduces the carbon dioxide level. So when the carbon dioxide level is reduced, we get more oxygen. And when there is more oxygen, and as you all know, oxygen is helpful for our breathing process. So that's why Brazil is called as lungs of the world. Now next is semi-evergreen forest. Now when we are talking about Brazil vegetation, as we all know, there are so many species. This include evergreen vegetation, semi-evergreen vegetation. Semi-evergreen forest we can also call as deciduous forest. Here what happens? The rainfall is up to 1000 millimeter to 2000 millimeter. And in evergreen forest, can anyone in evergreen forest, what is the amount of rainfall? What is the amount of rainfall? Actual amount. Deciduous forest 1000 millimeter to 2000 millimeter. Yes. That is 2000 millimeter more than 2000 millimeter. Okay. And the next is arid vegetation. Arid is also called as desert. Here we found Caatinga types plant, means cactus type plant, like Caatinga is there. Okay. Afterward, thorny shrubs is there, grasses is there. So that type of this arid vegetation. And not only that, if we are talking about trees, what type of trees we found in this type of forest? Evergreen, deciduous, semi-evergreen, and arid vegetation, or in Brazil vegetation forest. So we find Paul Brazil, rubber, mahogany, and varieties of orchid in Brazil vegetation. Yes, rosewood also is there. Now we go to the Indian vegetation. So whenever we are talking about India vegetation, so many students given at the time of activity, they told that there are so many types of vegetation in India. So what are that? Evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorny shrub forest, coastal forest, and Himalaya forest. First of all, India having so many types of vegetation. Why? Because the rainfall is not same in every places, in overall places. If you are seen in Rajasthan, the rainfall is different. If you're talking about Cherrapunji, here the rainfall is high. So at different places according to the altitudes, and that because of this, the vegetation is different and the rainfall is also different. So here, if you're talking about evergreen forest, so in evergreen forest, here the rainfall is receiving more than 2000 millimeter. And when there is abundant sunlight, proper sunlight is there, the leaves in this forest are broad and green, where in evergreen forest. And in India vegetation, we found so many plants in evergreen forest, like hardwood is there, then heavy woods, like which is light and durable. Afterward, we are talking about Himalayan forest. So this is the main thing, that is there are the 3 types of Himalayan forest, and it is according to the altitude. What are the 3 types of Himalayan forest, student, according to the altitude? According to the altitude, what are the 3 types of Himalayan forest? Okay, flowering tree. I'm not asking what types of trees are found. Yes, very good, Shruti. Higher, medium, and lower. So first is higher altitude. In higher altitude, we found flowering trees. Afterward, when we are talking about medium altitude, so in medium altitude, we found coniferous trees. Pine is there, Devdar is there, Fir is there, and afterward at foothill, the bottom, okay, bottom of the Himalayan mountain, we forest which includes so many deciduous types of forest. And afterward, when we are talking about deciduous type of forest, in a deciduous type of forest, 1000 millimeter to 2000 millimeter is rainfall. And here we found the trees like sal tree. In a deciduous forest of India, we found sal tree. And not only that, mainly in India, we found deciduous forest. After, when you are talking about thorny shrub forest, so thorny shrub forest where we get low rainfall, for example, Rajasthan, then Gujarat is there, some part of Gujarat, okay? So, yes, exactly correct, Riya. Here the rainfall is less than 500 millimeter. And because it is called thorny shrub forest. So, here we concluded our India and Brazil vegetation. Now we go that Brazil wildlife. Okay. So when we are talking about Brazil wildlife, so in the today's world, as there are so many evergreen forests are there, as we all know in Brazil, okay, we are talking about Brazil. There are so many evergreen forests, and because of this, we found so many species in Brazil wildlife. Species like there are the great diversity, great different species. Like we are talking about swampy areas. In a swampy areas, we found huge anaconda is there. Afterward, crocodiles is there, monkey, puma, and varieties of fish are found. Which type of fish are found, student, in Brazil? Yes, exactly correct. Swordfish are found in the Brazil, while pink dolphins are there. piranhas are there. If we are talking in river, there are pink dolphins are piranha. In sea, swordfish are found. Afterward, there are one bird is there which is called as condor. It is looking like a vulture, but it is not a vulture. The name is condor, and it is flying huge in a. It is looking huge in a size and flying high in the sky. And there are so many types of parrots are there. Macaws is there, flamingos is there. And not only birds and animals are found, there are so many insects are also found. And because of this, Brazil is called as rich and diverse in a wildlife. If the question is coming, why the Brazil is called as rich and diverse in wildlife? So your answer should be there are so many types of insects are found. After that, the birds are found. Birds like condors is there. Okay. Name all the animals and write it in a point. Okay. But the main thing has happened that the degradation, because of degradation, forest, so many animals, so many animals are not there. So many species of animals are lost. And not only that, illegal smugglings. After that, pollutions is there. Because of pollution, the agriculture is getting burned. All this reason is behind degradation of animals and wildlife. And the main thing is deforestation. So Indian wildlife. So look in a map, student. Yes. I hope it is you are able to see. Yes, okay. So let me know in, okay, when you're talking about Asiatic lion, where Asiatic lions are found, just write a name. Yes, Gir and Gujarat, yes. Okay, when we are talking about Malabar seabed, okay, look at this, Malabar seabed is there. Look at this, where it is found? Western Ghat of South India. After that, black bucks. Black bucks is there. Where the black bucks are found? Okay. Now let me know Himalayan. Okay. After that, Himalayan monal. Where the Himalayan monal is found? Okay, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim. Okay. Okay, where there is the snowfall area, the altitude place. Okay, altitude place, the Himalayan monal is found. After that, Sarus crane. Where the Sarus crane is found, student? Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. UP, MP. Okay. Okay, now Bengal tiger. Where the tigers are found? Okay, West Bengal, yes. And the next and last is Asian elephant. Where the Asian elephants are found? Asian elephants. Okay, Nagaland, Eastern Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Okay, Assam. Yes. So now you are cleared where in Indian wildlife, how many types of animal species and how many types of animals are found, and at where and which and where places, what type of places this type of animals are found. So now we will go through the Indian wildlife. So when we are talking about Indian wildlife, as we all know, there are many types of animals are found. Animals like Elephants are found. Elephants are found in a hot and humid region. Okay, just look over there. Elephants are found in a hot and humid forest. Like for example, that it Assam is there, Arunachal Pradesh is there. This is the hot and humid forest. Here you found hot and humid forest. After that, when we're talking about one-horned rhinoceros, so one-horned rhinoceros is found in a swampy and marshy land. And afterward, swampy and marshy land of Assam, okay? Afterward, we are called wild ass and camel. So as you all know, wild ass and camels are found in Rajasthan. There are the desertial area, where there is a desert area. So there you found wild ass and camels. Afterwards, snow leopards, yeah, found in a snow-capped region. Snow-capped region means like, for example, Uttarakhand is there, Himalaya is there, Himachal Pradesh is there. Afterward, India, bisons, deer, antelope, and monkey. This type of animals you found in a peninsular region, okay? In a peninsular region, you found many of the animals like India, bisons, deers, antelope, and monkey. And the main two animals which you found mainly in India, that is tiger and lion. These both animals you found mainly in India. Afterward, if you're talking about river and coastal area, so many turtles, crocodiles, afterward gawalas are found in river and estuaries. And the forest and wetlands, as you all know, the forest and wetlands are the shelters of varieties of birds. Which type of birds are found? Yes, duck is there. Any more? Peacock is there. Kingfisher, yes. And peasant duck. Just look over there. I'll show you one thing. Okay. Great Indian bustard. This type of animals is also found in Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. This is actually the animals which found rarely, okay? Which found rarely. Okay. Now we move to the deforestation. So before we go to the deforestation, I want to ask you why the deforestation is taking place. Why the deforestation is taking place? Yes, due to urbanization. Yes, Ria, very good. Okay. Yes, due to industrialization. Very good. Overpopulation is there. Exactly. So now, as you all know, many species of wildlife are getting decreased, and especially in India, we found because of poaching. Poaching means because of hunting, pollutions, and industrialization, the deforestation place. For example, white tiger, cheetahs. Nowadays, you have rarely found all these animals. One-horned rhinoceros, yes or no? So, because of this, the government started one project, that is sanctuaries are there. Afterward, they are set up so many national parks is there. By this, they reserve their protections of the wild animals. With the help of this, they are able to protect so many wild animals. And people get knowledge about these animals. So nowadays, when we are want to cutting a tree, there are also some studies over there, how to cut the trees, by this deforestation not taken place. So there are some studies is also there. They teach us in that, they teach us how you should cut the trees. By this, the deforestation not taken a place. After that, you have heard that Chipko movement is there. You have heard or not? In Uttarakhand. Yes. So there are also one type of movement. It is an example of deforestation. In that, they are made a circle by taking hand in hand to save a trees, to save a forest of Uttarakhand. In that time, we are talking about that time, in olden days. But now the large population and industrialization are taken place. You found that deforestation are going on. So till here, I hope so you understand the overall chapter and the fifth lesson.